testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2. Connecting audio and video. Connecting audio, can you hear me? Testing 1, 2. Check 1. Check 1. Can't hear you yet, bro.
Yo!
Hear you. Welcome to Vibe Osmosis. You're now live with Vibe Osmosis. We are Vibe.
YoungYosh, man. YoungYosh, I'm in the building.
Yeah. How'd you get started on making music? What first got you, how'd you come up with your name? When did you start?
Well, it's called me Yosh and shit, but as I got older and shit, I don't know, it just kind of rang, YoungYosh and shit. I feel like I'll always be a young at heart, you feel me, in that spirit and shit. But yeah, people always call me Yosh. My name is Josh, people call me Yosh. I'm YoungYosh. It just ring a bell, you feel me?
And
I like your face.
Yeah, how long have you been making music?
Well, music always been an important part of my life and shit. I always just really enjoyed it. And I didn't fuck with school or any of that shit. You know what I mean? I didn't like conforming and shit. And one day I just got in front of the mic and I'm like, yeah, this is what I'm best at. This is what I'm sticking to. This is what I like to do. Fuck everything else. You know, this is what I care about and shit.
And also, what did you first start making your music on?
I wish I could remember. It probably was like a free trial of Pro Tools or some shit like that. You know what I mean? On the computer and shit. I mean, I used to just write little lyrics and notes on my phone and shit. But after a while, I'm like, fuck this. I need to get this shit recorded. I need to get this shit off my chest. And I wasn't even gonna drop the song. Somebody told me to drop it and everybody went crazy over it and shit. I'm like, damn, you know, I didn't think so many people would fuck with it.
So, like, what first got you interested in, like, recording and, like, what would you doing your own stuff?
I had a friend of mine that I used to go to school with. He used to go, like, be in a church choir and shit like that. And he just had equipment at home. Nobody really had that shit. It would be hard to get in the studio, especially in Cleveland, Ohio, especially if you don't know nobody. But my friend was like, hey, you know, I'll let you get in here and do your thing. And I got in there and I fucking killed it. And we did the best we could with what we knew and shit. And, you know, I just kept moving forward. I really appreciate him, too, because without him, I would have probably never, I'd have gave up.
Also, shout out your latest release that you just put out.
I'm sorry?
So go ahead and shout out the latest release that you have and just put out.
Oh, yeah, I just dropped Ressurrection, man. Shout out to my brother, 197. He produced the whole fucking thing. That bitch crazy as shit. It's one of my best pieces of work out here today. You feel me? I really had fun making this. I went crazy. We just really expressed what we were going through at the time through the music and shit. We wanted to make people feel it.
Yeah, I was going to ask them about the lyrics and, like, what kind of inspired some of the hooks and stuff. Was you just kind of, like, trying to find pockets, or was it just, like, all personal for this part?
It was pretty much... You said, was it more so personal to take?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was real personal. It was just like what we wanted to prove to ourselves. We want to get a good body of work and music. We want to actually make art. We didn't want to make no gimmicky shit that just sound cool for right now. Like some TikTok-y shit, you know what I mean? We wanted to really like stamp ourselves with, you know, the whole fucking project, you know? So I'm really happy about it.
How do you feel about the AI stuff then, now that you mentioned that you prefer something that's more, like, organic?
I like your face though, I like it.
Yeah, man. The AI stuff. Like, well, how do you feel about the AI stuff now? Like,
I feel like it's the worst fucking thing that ever could have happened. I think anybody who uses it is lazy as shit.
I'm definitely lazy as shit.
I could beat that robot. I could beat the robot. I think it's cool though. It's a cool tool and shit. I think it depends on what you're doing and shit. Like if it's for work and you gotta write some bullshit, or I think that's pretty cool. But if it's like art, like music or something, like I don't know. I feel like you just express yourself. Just let it ooze out. It ain't gotta be the perfect, most best thing, but it's supposed to be a reflection of you. And it might be somebody who really need that. I just feel like
I agree.
It keeps us more connected when it comes from the heart and the soul. I just feel like AI has no soul and shit. You know what I mean?
It's definitely different. I was talking to Ariel Pink last night about some of the
Ariel Pink, he's cool as shit, bro.
yeah, he's got some really wild stuff. I was talking to him last night about his like AI use. Like
Hmm.
some stuff about like my friend was actually like we were jamming. My friend Ash, we were jamming last night and like working on music and like he was like showing me this app that like makes AI music. And I was like, he was like, so I just started making like put in the prompt of like Ariel Pink songs and I can do Ariel Pink and I was like messaging Ariel Pink and I was like, so is that what the AI thing was coming from? And he's like, yeah, my next album's gonna be all AI, but it's just like it's still like me, but it's like what the computer thinks I'm doing. And then I was just thinking like, wow, if I could tell the computer to do like who I am, like make a better song of myself. I would fuck with it all day. Just be like,
Yeah, right,
what
right.
can you generate of like the most bullshit, craziest thing, and be like that was like them copying my style per se. But I also
Right.
see like the other side too, because I'm guessing there's like a probably like a protest on like the how like accessible it is like copy and like take people's work and that kind of stuff. So I'm really
Hmm.
interested in like in the future, like whenever other artists are really integrated that with like their process, like how that actually looks like. I guess I see what maybe is bugging me in the background.
No, that's cool. That's cool as shit. Ariel Pink is like fucking awesome, bro. He goes hard as shit. He fucks with my boy Ghostface Money Watch. Shout out Ghostface Money Watch for sure.
I'm really interested
I was
in
just watching
how
Space
these
Odyssey last night, though.
Yeah, that's a great movie. And like with Space Odyssey is kind of like the birth of like what is in the future, like the baby of technology and how that is like kind of like infested and changed on like culture and stuff like that. I think like you see like a big thing like right now like from the woke stuff and all that shit like how there's like been real art but then also it's like the dissecting of like what is valid or good anymore and that kind of stuff today.
Right. I just don't trust it. I just don't think it's. I just don't think technology is our friends. I think it's a tool. But I just know it's not our friend. It's not a good friend of ours. Like we are already good friends. I think we'll be better friends than me and you separately would be friends with AI any day. You know what I mean? We could
I
feel each
completely
other.
agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the AI, I know like they want to create a world where it doesn't need humans, and but that like world that it could create is just like only if like the AI was taking over. The AI like could only tell itself so much. It would need like a creator that has like a further intelligence to make it smarter or more advanced. They would just
Hmm.
create more of themselves, other than like how humans kind of adapt and change and have like the full capabilities. And to bring up some classic Vibe Osmosis questions, all right? This one
Okay.
this one's about spirituality. Are you a spiritual person?
I want to say somewhat. I don't try to label myself because that's usually when shit gets fucked up. But I definitely had some strange encounters with supernatural shit you can't explain. I didn't been through enough hell to know heaven exists somewhere. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I definitely believe in there's more than meets the eye in the physical world and shit like that. I can feel it. You know what I mean? But everybody's different. Some people not in tune. Like some people don't even hear a voice in their head and shit. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so here's a classic one too. Like, what's your astrology sign? Do you believe in astrology?
I'm sorry.
Do you believe in astrology?
Somewhat. I do understand like planets, the way everything is based. It will affect people. Like I know every time it's a full moon, people act crazy as fuck. You know what I mean? So I believe it to an extent, but I don't know. I hate like you trying to talk to a chick and she's like, "Oh, that's such a Leo thing of you to do," like or some shit. I feel like it could go every way for anybody. You know, I feel like it's more complex than people make it seem. You know what I'm saying?
Simple but complex. And I'm on the same thing. Like, I'm on the cusp of like, I don't know if I technically identify with my astrology sign right now. It's like I might be fighting against it, but at the same time, it's like this characteristics could be something that could be placed like for anybody. I always like the thing like if I was drunk enough and they told me if I didn't know any better, if they told me like I was something else, like I'd probably believe it. Like,
Right.
no idea.
What about you? Are you pretty? You fuck with ghosts and shit?
I do, and I also would say like spirituality wise, like I like to dabble and like see like what it works and like if there's actually like entities and auroras and that kind of stuff, because there's some people that like, I've met that have been like, oh, like I see your aurora and like you're like gleaming right now and that kind of stuff, and I'm like, just like my mood, like I want to say like it's permanent or like I can't see it myself, so. And I'm
Right. I feel like that too, man. I'd be like, shit, it gotta be more than this shit. You know what I mean? It can't be just this, bro.
Yeah, and the Space Odyssey. Like, what other movies have you been watching?
Bro, I love movies, bro. I just watched fucking Midsummer the other day and shit. I like that shit. That shit's pretty cool.
Yeah.
A24 is lit.
Yeah.
I don't know, I like classic mob films. I like science fiction and shit. You know what I mean? But I try to watch far out shit too. Like, I want to see the Holy Mountain. I never seen that shit.
Yeah, are you a tripper? Are you a fan of tripping?
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. I ate so much acid and mushrooms in my fucking life. When I dropped out of school in 7th grade and shit, and I just ate hella fucking shrooms and acid, and that's how I got here.
I think that movie on acid is pretty good. Like that one I've always enjoyed. One of the other ones I think is made for tripping, even though you might not think it is. Apocalypto.
Bro, I heard so much about. I heard that's a good ass film, though.
That's so crazy to watch on drugs. You're like, your mind is thinking like, I need to get out in the nature and start being like how these guys are like the forefront of like how we can, you know, still survive without like our like life that we have today. And I'm like, yeah, like there's just so much aspects about like if you're close to nature, you can be rich in nature and not even realize like the city life or things that you're missing out on if you want to consider.
Yeah, right. I feel like that's what they do to disconnect us from like our true potential, keep us as far as away from nature as possible.
Yeah, like it would take, like it pushes you to actually like learn things like about the nature that's like providing like benefits to you health wise, and like how you actually probably feel that difference in your body whenever it's on such like extreme measures. And also like the medicine part has got to be like a little fucking trippy part. It's like you eat this, you know, you got that flu, it's like no regular Robitussin or whatever, it's like something to knock your ass out.
Right. I love
power
movies and shit. What's the trippiest movie you ever seen?
Ooh, probably Enter the Void.
What, The Walk?
Enter the Void. Have you seen that?
Oh, Into the Void? Nah, I never seen that shit. I heard about it though.
Yes, like the guys that did the soundtrack is the people from Daft Punk, and like it translates well whenever you like take a little MDMA or something and watch this one. I watched this one young, like whenever it first got put on Netflix, I was like in 7th grade, and many of my friends were like, let's just go, like, smoke some weed and watch this, and like it turned out to be like one of the craziest things ever.
Bro, I gotta watch that shit.
So yeah, do you have a favorite song of yours?
Huh?
Do you have a favorite song of yours?
Right now, I'd probably say No More False Idols, but I got too many songs I enjoy. Like, I don't know. I love them all. They're all like babies to me, like my kids, like my children and shit. You know what I mean? So I try to love them all the same and shit.
And also, like, are you currently working on a project? Or are you doing anything else outside of your new album?
I got hella projects I'm working on. I got a few like dual projects I'm working on with a few friends. Shout out to my nigga Tommy John. I got some clothing shit I'm trying to put out. I love working on clothing and shit. I've been working on a few threads and shit, especially with my boy 197. We got a collab we're working on. And I got hella music videos I'm staying on and shit. So I'm eager to get all this shit out and spread it.
Yeah, and out of like working with collaborators, how do you kind of navigate that? Or, like, how do you set that up? Is it like artists that you're familiar with, or do you kind of reach out to new people every time?
Well, most of the time it's somebody that I try to do it like on some authentic shit with people like I really enjoy, I know, and we just put our vision together and bring it to reality and shit. But sometimes I talk to people out the country and shit, like my boy Robert Human. He made my logo and my first design and shit, and he's cool as shit. You know what I mean? So it really depends. I just gotta be. I never fuck with somebody for their stature. I try to see their vision and I envision mine. I try to bring everything all together, glue it all together as best as we can, bring it to reality. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. So, what was your first tattoo?
Uh, Probably these two on my face.
What's it say? Sandra?
Yeah, that's my mother name, and this is the brand of sacrifice. It's like a curse mark.
That is pretty cool. Are you a fan
Thank
of
you.
are you a fan of anime?
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I love anime. I love Japanese shit. Period. All that shit.
What would be your favorite one? You got one to shout out?
Probably Lupin the Third.
Lupin.
Lupin the Third. That's my
Yeah,
boy. He's a groovy guy. Hmm?
they got some really cool movies, and like their animation style is like the best of the time period of like what anime is known today. You know.
Right. Nah, for sure, bro. Especially that's some cool shit to watch when you tripping too.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of like whenever I would put on anime, I used to like always run it through like my speakers and just like mess with the different like effects and the knobs. Even though like they already have like so much going on in the sound, it's like if I add so much echo and shit, it just sounds like it's a whole new pathway of making music. So I was gonna get into like your sampling and stuff for like your music. Like, how do you find like the little snippets and stuff that you put in?
Well, really, we just, I really let my producer do whatever the fuck he want, bro. I just tell him to express how he feel and shit. And, you know, I do the best I can to deliver on my end, translate it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But I really try to tell him to just go crazy how he feel the most, you know what I'm saying? So I really don't have like a necessarily, I really try not to control like whoever I'm working with. I tell them to do what they want to do so we get the best product. You know what I'm saying? Because like usually when you do shit like that, it can be forceful and you too focused on the idea of what you want it to be like, and you don't want it to be to its full potential of what it can be. And sometimes it could be like better than what you imagine already. You know what I'm saying?
definitely, definitely. And so like with like working on like your own stuff too, is there like a certain process that you have? Like, are you like constantly like writing lyrics or like you like practicing over?
Yeah, I really. Sometimes I'm on the spot with it. Sometimes I take my time. Like it could be anywhere from like 3 weeks, 2 weeks, like in 30 minutes. It depends on how I'm feeling, or if I got something on my chest I really need to get off, which is mostly all the time. But I try to really feel what's not just going on within me, but around me in my atmosphere. I try to feel what we're all feeling and you know, put it into my words and shit. So everybody knows they're not fucking tripping, you know what I mean? And like, you know, the victor decides the history. So, you know, the best thing we got is music to kind of leave our print, like, cause most of the shit gonna die with us, you know what I'm saying? And usually it's not like a guide to live and shit. So I try to leave something for everybody else to pick up on, that kind of thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. So here's a fun Bible question. If you were stranded on an island, but you could only take one thing with you, what would you bring?
Oh, shit. Fuck. Yeah, that's a good ass idea. I mean, good question. I don't know. Probably a machete or some shit. Cause I probably need.
That's a smart answer. Okay, you're a survivor over here.
Yeah, I definitely bring a machete so I can chop some shit up.
What's like some favorite food? Like you, what can you cook?
Probably fuck. I want to say shrimp linguine.
You got a favorite restaurant or place that you like to go?
A favorite restaurant?
Yeah.
I don't know. Chipotle is a shit. I fuck with Chipotle. Chipotle is not too bad. I don't feel like shit too much eating it.
So if you had a time machine, would you go forwards or backwards?
If I could go in time,
Yeah.
Shit backward. Do I know what I know now?
Yeah, so you would like step into your own body or like go back and fix the past if you can.
Yeah, or I'll try to profit off something or come up with something first or some shit.
I would definitely beat on some shit first.
Fuck up timelines
That's
and
the guy.
realities and shit.
And also, like in a nutshell, who would you say like are the biggest inspirations or influences behind like the music that you make now?
Bro, really like all type of shit, bro. Cause I grew up listening to different shit, like old school shit. I listen to like Gucci Mane, I listen to Corn and shit.
The
I
new
listen to
Gucci
all
Man is
types of
awesome.
shit. Hmm?
The new Gucci Man is awesome.
What's it called? I ain't hear that shit.
Like uh,
I'm too stuck on the old Gucci when he was fat, you know what I'm saying?
oh, it's like it's this one's sick. It's like right after he got out of the joint. It's like booze and caps or something. It's so smooth.
Damn, I gotta check that shit out though. I love Gucci though. He
Yeah,
go
like
hard.
he went hard on this one. Now I'm gonna double check on this one. I like listened to it for like a straight up week. I was just like, God damn, I can't believe what he's up to now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna trust your word on
Very
that.
good.
I'm gonna hear that shit. What's your favorite Ariel Pink song, dude?
It's a good question. Probably Alyssa. That one's just so good to me. It's like
I like that mask you had on. That shit's fire.
thank you, thank you. What would you say? You have a favorite Aero Pink song?
Yeah, I got too many of them. I definitely listen to House of Yesterday.
All right.
Not Enough Violence.
The goth wave stuff is definitely a fan. What do you think about this Kendrick and fucking Drake beef shit, man? Is that real?
Hell no, it's just not real.
Because the Kendrick beat is not a good diss. It's not a good rap song. I just don't understand what's going on here.
Yeah, I think it's a cast grab. I think everybody beats everything because their life sucks. And
There's
like, I saw this meme on Twitter, like, you know, it's old head beef and nobody gets shot or killed and shit. I don't think it's really that serious. I think everybody just getting fucking finesse like they always do. I mean, I get it, it's entertainment, but that shit's kind of lame. They're too old to be doing all that shit.
Yeah, too old to be like on that ride whenever it's just like a young man's game in that like regard. Whenever you're really trying to be like, oh, this is better, or like my stats or whatever is more legitimate than yours or something. I don't know. If we want to come down to it, top hits are top hits. It's like there's like a whole rig to it.
I think it's some government psyop shit organized by the reptilian underlords.
Yeah, do you think that the Illuminati exist?
I don't want them to come for me. I'm trying to join.
They might
I definitely think. I don't know if it's the Illuminati. It's definitely other secret societies out here with hidden knowledge and shit, using it to their advantage for sure, pulling strings and shit. But I don't know. I think the Illuminati is just a decoy.
All right, so like, what's some of your favorite memories about working on music? Do you have one to shout out?
It's hard for me to explain because when I create, it feels like I'm just getting in my zone. You know what I mean? So like, for me, it's like, it's kind of spiritual itself because like I remember it, but I kind of just blank out. You know what I mean? I kind of do that shit like a ritual or some shit. I get high as shit, I get blazed, and I just go in there and I perform the best I can at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Just try to make sure I deliver not only the message I'm trying to bring, but the emotion. You know what I'm saying? The raw emotion to it.
Now, are you a fan of sativa or indica? Sativa or indica?
I fuck with hybrids. Which one is the one that make you sleepy?
It's debatable, I think. I mean, out here.
I think sativa's the one that keep you going, right? It keep you awake, right?
I think sativa always gets me going, but I will still eat one sativa and then I would be like done for the day. So it's like, it's a matter of like how you balance that, I guess, maybe.
Right. When I go out of town, I like to smoke Sativa, I think, or hybrids. Whatever don't make me go to sleep, because I don't want to waste my fucking money. I want to explore. But when I'm at around, like, at home and shit, on my hometown, I like to smoke whatever. Just whatever. If it gets me high as fuck, I enjoy it. I like to smoke shit that have me scared, tweaking, paranoid, like looking at my people and shit, you know?
Yeah, if it hits hard, it's definitely worth it. Also, like, whenever you first started working on music, was there like other artists that you were like trying to make beats or sounds like, or did you just kind of go by?
Yeah, I think everybody has. I think every great artist has that. I think I definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I would take everything that I enjoy from my favorite artists, and then I would try to put my own spin on it and shit. Like, I think everybody had their phase. Some people try to rap like Wiz and Currency. Then you try to rap like Future and shit. You know what I mean? Whatever you think is high at the time. But I got so many times I was just trying different shit out to try to see like how I can manipulate it and, you know, kind of sound original. You know what I'm saying? So you'll know that it's me every time you hear it, and you'll immediately think of whoever. You know what I'm saying?
And also, so like whenever you were like younger, did you ever have like your own instrument or like buy your own gear? Did you like start that way?
Nah, I fucking wish, bro. I always wanted to play the drums or some shit. I'm thinking about buying a guitar just to play it for myself, even if I never record the music or anything, just to like, I don't know, get some peace of mind and shit, and practice on some kind of instrument, because I think that shit's cool as shit. Like, I want to drop a bunch of psychedelics and play more guitar and shit.
Yeah, what would be the first instrument you'd buy then?
Probably guitar, electric guitar, and amp, peddler, and all that shit.
Yeah, I'm about to say that this one thing I started messing with is like this Fender thing. It can like plug into your amp, like plug into your guitar, and it works as an amp. But you can like it basically like submits it to Bluetooth, and you can like mess with the amp sounds like on the little device, and it has like effects and everything. So it's like a little mobile jammer. You could like have your headphones and like hear how it's like going to sound, or like, you know, put it into your computer to still record it, and even though it's like not necessarily plugged up into an amp, like you're getting like the vibe of what it would be like. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that until recently, and I was like, man, Fender has just some amazing products. Like, there's like,
I gotta try that shit out.
It's like one of my go-to recommendations. I feel like it's like that's a mobile jammer and like a Korg. I'm like, anything that's like Korg synth stuff, I'm like, that's gonna be like worth your money. So it's, you know, fun to have like messing with sounds. Like what kind of computer shit do you work with? Like, do you do FL everything, or do you ever mess with like Logic?
Yeah, I usually, whoever I'm working with, we usually use FL.
Yeah.
If I'm working with my boy 197, we'll use FL, and he got a PC. I used to fuck around and make beats myself, but I started on PC and I converted all my fucking sounds and shit on like a USB, and I bought a MacBook trying to be cool. I didn't realize you can't do that type of shit. You know what I mean? So I had to start up on Mac, and Mac turned me off from all that shit, period. I'm like, I'm just gonna focus on rapping.
Yeah. The thing about the Mac, you know, so much tech savvy, extra stuff that you have to go through to have a good product. Toshiba's like a little bit different though too. And whenever you're working like in-house or only on like your headphones and that kind of thing. What was like the first show you seen?
The first show I probably seen was an underground show. It was fucking Chopper and Lil Wop. But the coolest show I ever been to was fucking Death Grips. They went fucking stupid, and I didn't even realize who I was seeing. And my boy 197, he's like, I don't give a fuck what you're doing. You're coming to see this, and you need to see it. And I definitely needed to see it. And I heard that most of the time they don't even show up to their own shows and shit. You know, like that kind of cool shit. So I'm like, fuck, man, I'm about to see what's going on. That bitch was popping.
Yeah.
That bitch was turned. It's like we was in hell or some shit. Everybody was just doing the worst shit they could think of.
I would say I'm not gonna take too much of the time, but one of the.
No, I said you cool. I like talking to you. This is probably the best interview I ever done. For real.
I appreciate it. What would be like one ideal place, like a favorite place that you want to play at, or like a dream place you want to play at?
What's that one place that the Beatles played at? It's like by like the fucking. Where am I thinking of? I don't want to say it's by a bunch of mountains and shit. It's just cool as man. I don't know for real. Wherever is, I don't know. Wherever the most love is for me.
I have to say they've done Europe, they've done America, so it's like.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to play in Europe. I definitely want to spare my city project. I thought you meant like a venue or something.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Play like in Europe and shit. I definitely want to get out there immediately.
Also, I guess before we go, like what's some of the like things that you would recommend to somebody first starting out on music? Like, do you have like any advice or like, oh, definitely getting started with this or anything like that?
I would tell them to never give up and don't listen to everybody. Just do what the fuck you want and have fun and express yourself. I think with them 3 things, you'll be cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You never lose with that.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you taking this time to join Vibe Osmosis, man. I'm gonna be working on this episode and be getting this out there, all right?
Bro, I'm super excited, bro. I'm very glad to be a part of this. I know you're busy as shit.
Yeah, it's definitely been a busy week, but yeah, I'm definitely glad to be back on Vibo.
Yeah, for sure. You was at a show last night? You was at a concert last night?
Yeah, man, and like it was like this crazy ass skate park, and like you literally could not move. Like once you were there, you like could fall off into the pit, and like there was just like skateboarders still skating, and like they're like like whenever they would crash, their boards would like fly all the way up off the ramp and just like hit people. So it was just like not the ideal.
Damn, that sounds hard as fuck. I wish I was invited.
Yeah, it was hardcore. It was definitely for the vibe.
If you hear about that shit in Ohio somewhere, let me know.
Yeah, to say that's the scene out here in Seattle. I've never seen any other place that has like what they do out here.
For sure, bro. Well, shit, bro. Stay in touch with me for sure. Let me know what's going on, bro. I'm super excited. I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. I definitely keep in touch. I appreciate it. I'll keep in touch. I'll see you soon.
All right, for sure, man. Bro.
Let them come with their cosmic lies. You'll never break this alien guise. Through the abyss of the starlit hue, is there no world as strange as you? I can't move on, chasing comets off your trail. In orbits deep, my dark romance, with shooting stars we shared a dance. Beneath the moon that hums a tune, no earthling heart could hold your swoon. Velvet black, your mystery's flight. The sky can't hold your boundless might. Constellations form your eyes. In the cosmic sea, the silence cries. Galaxies spin beneath your sway, lost in space where shadows play. Can't let go, eclipsed by the glow of your phantom grace. A supernova in my soul, your absence leaves the darkest hole. Wanderer of the galactic throne, in the cold of space I'm all alone. As comets blush, our hearts entwine, a love that burns across space and time. With guilt eyes, you play levies, who may I choose, but music hangs. Illuminate to your was and blush, oh, when you let lift your blossoms and smash. Let these when you go, I ain't spec, I'm but you your rage, just silent place. to your cosmic sail that never fades home. In your orbit I've become a ghost, haunting voids where stars are boast. Alien heartache, interstellar frost. Loving you comes with the highest cost. I'm lost in space, your galaxy, my only trace.